Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today we are going to be chatting about a few things that are pretty popular in the wellness space right now. We are going to be deep diving into parasite cleanses versus a heavy metal detox. Unfortunately, there is a divide in the wellness community, and I feel like both sides need to be spoken about. When I do these videos, I like to approach these cleanses with a neutral mind, and that's very challenging to do, and I know a lot of you feel the same way. So I thought if we talked it out here about these detox cleanses and their popularity, I think we could get some more clarity on what to do for ourselves. If you are new here, hi, hello, my name is Tori. I make videos 3 to 4 times a week all about life here in Northern Colorado. My main goal is to teach you to be prepared on a budget. So if you like that kind of thing, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and let's get to chatting. Okay, this is a beverage chat, so I will show you my new favorite drink. It's amazing. You can recreate it and it makes you feel good. So in here, I have the Blackberry Ashwagandha Adaptogen Tonic from Rowdy Mermaid. I have a little teaspoon or 2 of tart cherry juice, and then I have a scoop of magnesium, and it's just been incredible. Tart cherry juice does a lot for the body. You have to do your own research into this, but I have just been really enjoying this bubbly little cocktail to get into my evenings. As you know, I work a lot in the evenings. I do most of my filming, my editing, and commenting back to all of you. So I need something that will keep me going, keep me energized, but not keep me up the entire night. And this is the ticket. It's amazing. I'm hoping you have Rowdy Mermaid in your area. I find mine at natural grocers. It often goes on sale, and that's when I grab it. So cheers to you. Let me know what you're sipping on in the comments below. So preparedness, it comes in a variety of ways, and I think that you should be mentally and physically prepared before you start gathering your items. Of course, you can do that on the side while you're healing yourself, but being mentally and physically prepared is the most important thing when it comes to keeping your family or yourself safe in the event of an emergency. And we talk about having some sort of clarity or some sort of feeling, just like being calm, cool, and collected. And I know that's easier said than done. A lot of people go through training to become that way in the event of an emergency. So I wanted to talk about these parasite cleanses and these heavy metal detoxes. Newsflash, we all have parasites, and I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but if you live on the earth, you just do. They are found in just about everything. And we're going to talk about what parasites are good, what are bad, where they come from, how you can heal yourself. And then we're going to move into a heavy metal detox. And we're going to talk about how the wellness community is just bringing up a very valid point, and it's kind of making me go into one direction. But before we do that, I'd like to thank today's video sponsor, Contingency Medical. They sent over some of their antibiotics, and I wanted to chat about that with you. I have the Ready Pack, and it's designed to provide peace of mind on the home front. This physician curated pack was built to help you prepare for emergencies such as pandemics, natural disasters, and other types of lockdown. It's meant for at-home use where symptoms are more easily managed. Each pack comes with health screening and follow-up access to a board-certified physician for a year after your purchase. As you know, oftentimes I am grabbing as many natural remedies as I possibly can, but Contingency Medical has just made this easy. It has given me confidence to have some remedies in my home in case those natural ones do not work. I always say there's a time and a place. So you could treat skin infections with this, nausea and vomiting, lung infections, strep throat, sinusitis, urinary tract infections, diarrhea, ear infections, and the list goes on. This is a nice peace of mind to have in case you can't get to that pharmacy, and it's all right here in this Ready Go pack. They expire in 1 year, and you have access to a physician the entire time. All the information you need on Contingency Medical will be listed in the description box with a sweet little discount code. Thanks again, Contingency. You all rock. Okay, I will link the article. This is just a basic one, and this is something that I trust. This is just from Very Well Health. It's just a basic definition of what the Parasite Cleanse is. So a Parasite Cleanse is a combination of herbal supplements and dietary changes aimed at killing and eliminating organisms living in your intestines or elsewhere in or on your body. And that's true. A lot of people think that they're just in your gut, but they're not. They're everywhere. They're in your entire body. So a natural approach may be appealing, but there is limited scientific evidence to support the use of these regimens. Some common components of a parasite cleanse include black walnut, papaya seeds, pumpkin seeds, and wormwood. Garlic, probiotic-rich yogurt, carrots, or sweet potatoes are sometimes also recommended to help support your body's natural defenses. While some parasites do not cause any symptoms, others can make you feel very ill. And I just want to interject here, if you're doing a parasite cleanse, you need to follow the directions. Oftentimes you need a binder to have this parasite cleanse go accordingly. Honestly, you are detoxing your body. So 9 times out of 10, you're going to feel flu-like for the first week, but a binder can help you not feel as bad. So you can put in a little bit of activated charcoal in there. There are different kinds of binders for your body, and we will talk about that here in a second. But I did want to say that because I'm not really seeing it here in this article. So while some parasites do not cause any symptoms, others can make you feel very ill, is what they're saying. Even if some of these elements of a parasitic cleanse are helpful, it's essential that you still use standard treatment to prevent possible complications of the infection. This article discusses common ingredients found in parasite cleanses and some research on each ingredient. So again, I will try and link these articles as well, just in case you want to do your own research. I went to Natural Grocers and found a pretty basic one by the brand Now, and I don't really mind their supplements too badly. Let me just get it in here. But this is green black walnut wormwood complex. And if you turn to the back, you don't have an incredible amount of ingredients, which is important. And it just contains grain alcohol. It is a tincture, some water. It has black walnuts. It has wormwood, and it has clove. And those are the 3 herbs that are commonly used to treat these parasites. So wormwood, let's go over that. Wormwood is going to treat tapeworms, and not only tapeworms, but that is mainly where it comes in from. Tapeworms can be seen on a variety of things. I've seen them on honestly a lot. And if you do your research and you're squeamish, just warning, you may see some things that may gross you out, but I feel like knowledge is power, and you all need to know about this because I didn't know about it, and it's seriously alarming, and it's alarming what parasites can do to your body. And honestly, it's incredible what this cleanse can do. I've done it once. I'm not doing it right now because I'm breastfeeding, but you need to check in with your doctor or whoever you see to make you feel like a better person. So wormwood, I'm just looking right here. It is primarily used for the liver, gallbladder, and stomach ailments, as well as to expel intestinal worms, hence the common name. It may be used alone or in a combination with other herbs. So the other herbs we talked about was black walnut. So let me just type in here black walnut to my herbal little dictionary here, and then you can go from there. So like I said, you could totally go to your local apothecary and you could make these into your own tinctures. It just may take a little bit, but Natural Grocers and a number of websites have these parasite cleanses now, but you really have to just check the ingredients and make sure it's only a couple of ingredients. I've seen some on websites and I'm like, what? Why is that there? That doesn't make any sense. So do your research. This is just me chatting about it, but let's see what black walnut targets. Okay, so black walnut, that is going to be targeting specifically brain parasites, but of course it can help with other areas of the body. So black walnut, back in the day and still to this day, it was used to treat diphtheria and syphilis. And it's one of those anti-parasitic herbs that a lot of people have been using for years and years and years. And we just kind of dropped off of healing ourselves with herbs a while back. And I'm so happy that it's just becoming more common. I know some of you have been doing it for years, but there is a generation that is just running back to the roots. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm actually proud to be a part of it. And if you are, a 33-year-old millennial like me, you might be finding these ailments now. And I'm telling you, these things that I'm talking about really have some truth. And I love experimenting with herbs. So I'm just gonna tell you my honest truth. When I did my first parasite cleanse, it was because I was in a state of drinking, staying up all night, working constantly, and just not having a healthy, positive mental attitude. So I decided right then and there I was gonna quit cold turkey on just about every every toxic thing I was doing, including relationships, including foods, and all of that. And this was about, 10, 11 years ago. And I am not perfect, I will tell you that. But that first Parasite Cleanse that I did really was incredible. There was a lot of clarity there for the first couple of months. And I wish I would have stuck with that positive behavior. I absolutely went back to all that toxic behavior that I was doing and I was doing to myself and my relationships. And I'm sad that happened, but you can't look back in the past and have this deep regret. You can learn from those mistakes and move on. So after I'm done breastfeeding, I'm excited to get into this cleanse because I've definitely been focusing on my health and trying to share that with you in a positive way, because I know a lot of us have some issues out there. And turning to the common health advice is just not in our best interest, especially with what we know now. 2020 was eye-opening for every single one of us. And if anything, it just helped us not to trust the powers that be. And I think that's just something strong that we can all have in common. I know it's very hard to find common ground with people nowadays, especially when things have become political. But if you do your research, if you have a positive mental attitude when you are starting your wellness journey, I promise you it's going to make a world of difference. So if you want to connect with me about that, definitely email me or ask me in the comments. I am an open book. I try and be as real as possible on here with you. So moving on to that last herb that's in there, it's going to be clove. And I know that clove actually treats the eggs of the parasites. So that is really making sure we got every single part of those disgusting parasites out of your body. Are you going to get 100% of them out of there? Absolutely not. It's just going to keep coming. They come in a variety of ways. So more on clove. So oftentimes clove is going to be combined with pumpkin seeds, and it's said to treat those intestinal worms. And that combined with your wormwood and black walnut is really going to be that trifecta to pass those parasites. And I have also seen some fulvic acid foot baths, and those are really interesting to me. I'm not sure I'm there yet with my journey. Let us know in the comment box below if you're comfortable, if you've done one of those. I've heard you can actually see the worms at the end of the soak and you can feel them. So I don't know if I'm there yet. We will see. Maybe I'll do one just for the sake of showing you that these things are in your body. So now that we've talked about that parasite cleanse, I want to move into the heavy metal detox. And a lot of people in the wellness community that I follow at least are divided on this subject. They are saying if you have a heavy metal detox, you won't have to do a parasite cleanse because parasites thrive in an unhealthy gut scenario. They thrive in a toxic gut. And if you have a heavy metal detox that goes successful, you will not have a toxic gut. Of course, no one's perfect, but you're not going to have a place that parasites can thrive and continue to produce. People are saying that if you do a full parasite cleanse, you will just continue to have parasites and they will continue to grow because those toxins will never truly be removed from your system, but they will spread with the attempt of a removal. So my understanding is a heavy metal detox is the best way to go. And a heavy metal detox can cure a variety of ailments along with those parasites if you think about it. So just a quick backstory on heavy metals and how they can enter the human body. They can enter through the gastrointestinal tract, they can enter through your skin, and they can enter via inhalation. So toxic metals have proven to be a major threat to human health, mostly because of their ability to cause membrane and DNA damage and to perturb protein function and enzyme activity. So we talk about this on the channel often. We are being poisoned. There are toxins found everywhere, mainly in the air, the water, and our food, and of course the media. But a media presence isn't really going to give that heavy metal into our body, but the air, the water, and our food, totally. All three of those we are going to find heavy metals in, and we consume them. So I urge you to read your ingredients. I still get comments to this day on every single video about how psychotic this is and how it's a waste of time. And honestly, I'm going to be frank here, a lot of people turn to religion, that they have God, and that is very important to them. And I am in no way, shape, or form saying that's not important. But the God I know doesn't want me to be lazy. Of course, he's going to be there on my side, but he's not going to sit here and do all the work for me. There are toxins out there. The way I see it is he gave me a brain to do research. He gave me the awareness to research more. He gave me that bravery to do a deeper dive. So while I respect your comment about that, I don't think you should just sit back and relax and consume these toxins. There are ways to get around this. Of course, mentally, if you are thinking about toxins all day, every day, it's not good and it's going to create that stress. And I'm right there with you. There was a time where I just could not sit still without doing research. And a lot of us go down that path and then you realize it's not a healthy way to live. And being stressed out is just a perpetual state for me at times, but I have found that drinking that happy juice that I talk about all the time really has lowered my cortisol levels and just added some more serotonin back to my brain. If you didn't know, happy juice does heal your gut, and about 95% of our serotonin is in our gut. So our gut and brain are connected, and that has really been such an eye-opener to me. My stress levels have gone down, and I can do this research with mental clarity and not be anxious at the end of it, not be afraid. But it has given me an empowerment. It has given me a voice. And I know a lot of you have seen that shift in me. So it makes me happy to talk about these subjects with you. Although they are daunting, I think they need to be talked about. And there are so many easy swaps for you to do. So we're going to go over that right now. So there are a lot of foods that can support this heavy metal detox. And I want to move into that before I offer up a supplement, because there are a lot on the market out there that are trustworthy, but they can be pricey. So blueberries, number one, those are great for a heavy metal detox. And wild berries in general are just great for that parasite cleanse as well. So you might see both kind of come up when you research which route you are going to take. Another one on the list is going to be lemons. Any sort of citrus and ginger combination is incredible for your gut and your immune system. So you're going to get two birds stoned there. Let me know if you get that reference in the comments below, and just really knock it out of the park with your health. So I suggest doing that in like a shot form in the morning and just starting your day off right. Of course, the garlic and onion combination is another one. Really great foods to just clean out your system and just have a healthier immune system. So again, that's another one that can detox you from arsenic and lead and all of the other heavy metals you may find in your system because of our toxic consumption with air, water, and food. Another one on the list is going to be flax, hemp, and chia seeds. And guess what? There are packs out there that have all three. You can put them in whatever form you would like. I often put them in a smoothie. I used to turn to fruit smoothies, but oftentimes I am going for a protein-rich smoothie now. And fruit smoothies, you know, can be debatable, but that amount of sugar just getting to you that fast is not healthy for myself. I can't speak for you, but I really encourage you to look into that and look into a different kind of smoothie alternative for you. I know we all love them, but there are ways to have a healthy balance with fruit and vegetables and protein in your smoothie. Another one is going to be green vegetables. I always like to include green vegetables in my breakfast, so I'll have some asparagus or broccoli. I'll definitely have spinach. Sometimes I have Brussels sprouts, but one of those good hearty green veggies are a great way to start out your day, and it's a great way to aid in your detox. Another one on the list is going to be beets. They are high in B3, B6, and they contain minerals like magnesium, calcium, zinc, and iron. I am also looking into adding more minerals to my water. I said in the past that I don't drink plain water anymore, and that is absolutely true. I try and add back whatever I'm missing into my water, and it's just really been helping. So oftentimes it could just be some Celtic sea salt. It could just be a little bit of a tincture. It could sometimes be a lot of lemon, but it depends how I'm feeling. I am not drinking plain water in the new year. You can call it a resolution if you will, but there are a lot of ways to get in some minerals and some nutrients that we have been lacking. And the best part is you can put it in your water. You're already drinking it, right? So look into that. A lot of us are nutrient deficient in a lot of areas. So those were a few foods, and I did want to go over some of the metals that are included in your heavy metal detox, some ones that have got into the body, and they include mercury, lead, arsenic, cadmium, aluminum, and they're all associated with unwanted diseases, cancer, cardiovascular diseases, Alzheimer's, and many behavioral disorders among children. And that's what really brought me into this heavy metal detox. I have children with behaviors, and sometimes they are age appropriate. I was an elementary school teacher. I've been around children my entire life, and I recognize pretty common behaviors, and then I recognize behaviors that are stemming from something completely different. I worked in a school with high needs, and I saw a lot of their home life. I saw a lot of their nutrition. I saw a lot of their social behavior, and oftentimes it's sad because these children don't have the correct resources or correct support system at home, really fall under the radar when it comes to these behaviors, and they're misdiagnosed, and that's why we are seeing a spike in just about everything right now. Unfortunately, the district that I worked for got rid of behavior policies, so these behaviors became absolutely out of control. I had to remove classrooms of kids from just one student's behavior, and I'm not talking about any specifically, but I know a lot of teachers are encountering that, and I know a lot of teachers are kind of suffering through because we used to have a passion for this teaching. I know I can't speak for you, but oftentimes that was sucked out of us by district policy and different child behavior patterns that I'm gonna say cannot be easily avoided, but I feel like we can aid in it in a better way. If people were more informed, if people didn't run to the doctor for every single thing. Oftentimes pediatricians are offering help, but oftentimes they're offering a pharmaceutical to just cover up the problem and not get to the root problem, which I have experienced with my own children. So that's why I'm speaking the way I am about that. Of course, not every pediatrician is like this, but I have found more often than not, the pharmaceuticals are what comes into play when it comes to behavioral issues. All right, my friends, I was trying to keep that short and sweet and to the point. I guess I can take these off now, but I have a lot to say about this subject. I can chat about it with you in an email or the comment box below. Let me know your experience about these cleanses. If you want to do a deeper dive, I can make a second video. I am just trying to give you a surface level understanding of what we're dealing with and what we talk about on the channel so much, and that is toxins. And if you have toxins in your system, you're not being your best self. And if you're not being your best self, you can't be prepared. So I hope this video was informative and not too daunting. If you're new here, again, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Big shout out to Contingency Medical. You can find all of their information in my description box, and I will pin a comment down in the comment box for you. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. I will catch you on the next one. Bye, everyone.